Oh, wow. Dude, they gave us another login event. Wait, we got a lot more pulls for the reroll. It's actually a lot better. Okay. This is nice. I was hoping it'll be a lot better. So we got a 5 free single pulls for the limited banner. We got a 10 pull for free for the standard banner. On top of the 10 pull you get for, of course, like doing the 10 pull on the banner for the first time because it's a like you're forced to do it. And then you get 20 free standard pulls in the mailbox. So you have a total of 45, 46, probably 50 pulls in total in the start of the game. That is massive. That is massive. So we talked to her. We'll be forced to pull. Go ahead and claim this here. We get a 20 pulls. We get the 500 crystal. You can convert to limited or standard pulls. 10 of the free stamina point things you can consume to get automatic stamina. Be nice for farming in the early game, to be honest. You can get a 5-star from this 10 pull, by the way. It's happened to me. Any 5-star that is in the game in terms of like standard and stuff like that. All right, so nothing here. Otherwise, we would have seen like a gold animation. So we have the new banner character Ivy, which we went over in a previous video. She is a buff remover DPS slash character. Really, really solid in terms of a kit. Has a ton of multi-hits and a ton of additional damage. Cannot be one-shot either. So if you were to get this character, it wouldn't be so bad of an account because she seems really, really solid. Like having that cockroach passive to allow her not be one-shot is super duper valuable in any PvP-based game. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and go on the standard banner. And remember, 200 pulls on this banner does guarantee you the 5-star of your choice from the standard pool, including the light dark characters. Obviously, you want to get Libertas because she's the best character in the game. All right. We're going to go ahead and show this tier list before I do actually roll. So give me a moment to bring this up to you guys. All right. So in terms of tier list, what you want to look out for in your rerolls or rolling period in the game, you want to get Libertas. Libertas is going to be the most important character for you because she's the best in PvE and the best in PvP, okay? She is the highest tier in both PvE and PvP. Who is Libertas? What is the character? Libertas is a debuffing character. Super valuable because of her debuffs and her damage alongside those debuffs as well. She's the strongest character. With her being light and dark element, that means the debuffs you throw they can't miss, right? They can't miss because she's of the light and dark element. So they're always going to hit the target. Doesn't matter what element the enemy target is, those debuffs will hit, which is very, very valuable. Like having a debuffer be of the light and dark is just insane, especially in the early game PvP meta, right? So it's going to be really good for us as well. Really good for the PvE stages because that means your debuffs won't miss on the enemies either because it doesn't matter what element they are. And then for the other characters too to look out for, Chloe is a very, very, very strong healer. So you can try to get her if you want. And then we have Chesha, who is pretty solid in PvE as a damage dealer. In PvP, she does fall off quite a bit. Same with Chloe, because Chloe is just not as valued as Chesha, or excuse me, as Libertas in PvP endgame. Seems like healers are just not as valued. Defensive characters not as valued. Like you want to go super aggressive, cleave style, aggro style in terms of your PvP play style. Just defensive turn 2 doesn't seem like is as good. Probably better in RTA. I don't know if there's RTA in the game currently. Probably not. But whenever they do add RTA, it'll probably be a lot more important to have some of these defensive characters, depending on how strong they are. The most recent character we got, Ivy, is a offensive character, right? In terms of she removes buffs and all of that. So it seems like they're really wanting to push the aggro cleave kind of playstyle right now. As for other characters, look out. Of course, Sonya is like this not sparkle, but Camellia looking like character, just, the Camellia trope. She seems solid. She's a DPS. But obviously, with her being RGB, she does fall off because she is RGB. Just for like the longevity, having a damage dealer that is of a different element, like an actual like light dark element, would be pretty nice. She falls off in PvP just because you can bring water characters to her and she kind of doesn't do too much. You have Beatrice, you have Priscilla, right? Priscilla being a very stronger support, Beatrice being a strong damage dealer in PvP. This drops her value a ton because she is of a element that is weak to the already strong RGB characters in the game. She is pretty solid into like Ferranis and stuff like that, but Ferranis is just really good in the meta and all of that. But overall, look out for these characters, the light dark ones. If you don't get any light dark, look out for the RGB Beatrice, Priscilla, Diana, right? these characters are going to be very, very important for your account. Also, some observations I had when I was playing around in the game before the game launched, and I saw Libertas was literally in every single high tier PvP team for the arena defense. So for me personally, it leads me to believe that she is just the best character of the game, indisputably, because of her debuffs and her being light dark. It's just really hard to beat that combo. And they actually did mention that we were getting the rewards. It was just very late, and I had no idea we were getting it until literally the game had launched. We get the 100,000 platinum coin, 10 rumen core, 500 Adon stone, 20 Light crystal. I had trouble figuring out what this was. Come to find out, it's actually 20 standard pools, which is nice. 1 glory of eternity, 1 badge, 1 mount, which is nice. You're able to change the mount you're running around with if you are the type of person that really cares about this, and then 1 skin for your warden, which is nice as well. And the series, the character you get for free, the 4-star. But spoiler alert, none of the 4-star characters you get for free are actually good at all. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and do pulls, and then I'm going to show you, well, I guess you already know how to reroll, so I'll need to show you that, but make sure you pull in this banner if you are going to reroll. Do not pull in this banner, because after you like roll in this banner, it goes away, and you don't have, and I don't think you have any chance, you don't have any chance to obtain the light dark characters on this banner either, so it's not worth rolling for. Can you get 5? No, you can only get 4-star. Okay, these are 4-star. I am hoping for a light dark character here. Okay, so no gold, so I'm assuming that there's nothing attached to this, yeah. So you're looking for a gold animation. We get gold. Okay, we got a gold. Let's go. I want either Libertas or Cheshire. I guess I should be a little more excited, right, in this sun pool, but light dark characters have a 0.25% chance. So, like, it's not even something that is realistic. But if I did get it, I would actually end my reroll early. Now, obviously, I'm hoping it's one of those 2 light dark characters, if it is a light dark. And hoping it's not RGB here. Because, I mean, I'm not really, like, rerolling for the sole purpose of getting early RGB. Maybe you are, and that's totally fine. I'm just not. I don't know what that animation is. I don't think it's light dark character. No? Okay. Ooh. Good design, but she's a character, she falls off really hard in the end game. So not really a character I'm looking forward to having on my account. And it is hard regardless to get an early 5-star, whether they are of the light dark element or RGB. Because the rates in this game are pretty darn, that is rough. Like, they're pretty darn low. Alright, 1 more here. Nothing. Bummer. Oh, I did not mean to keep pulling. Oh my god. I'm bricking my account. I meant to pull on her banner here. Because you can get a light dark character from this banner as well. Just why not, right? Before I go ahead and dump this account. A few more pulls here. I'm the type of person to skip animations personally. Because, I mean, I just always am under the assumption that I'm not going to get anything from my pull. So if I, like, see a gold come up after me skipping it, it's just a surprise. And that seems to be it, yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Is there, like, a way you can get... Well, I guess we can get more pulls, right? Boom. Some of these bundles in the shop. What's this here? Oh, my goodness. I think we have 2 more pulls on top of that. You have, like, a total, like, 51 plus pulls. Oh, I need 10 more crystals. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the reroll process of Mnemonic White Shadow. Some of the characters to look out for in the tier list for the global launch. And you get a ton of extra pulls that it was very unexpected. Like, we're talking like 30 plus extra pulls for launch, which is very nice. Was not expecting them to do that. Makes the reroll process a little better. Again, the reroll for this game is still awful because the rates are extremely low. When I'm talking extremely low, like 0.25% chance rate. That's it. Thank you for watching and have a nice rest of your day. Good luck.